Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Growing Bonds. I'm so happy to have you here today. This episode is especially close to my heart. It's about something we've all likely celebrated, organized, and maybe even stressed about birthdays. Last week, my little boy turned 3, and in the weeks leading to his birthday, I found myself wondering, should I plan a party? Should we invite his classmates? Should we book a venue? And all the thoughts that go in there. But when I was being completely honest, I realized something. The idea of organizing a birthday party was more for me than for him. My son is the kind of child who loves one on one play. He thrives in calm, cozy places. So, if we were to throw him a party and invite the whole class, I know he would really feel overwhelmed. That realization stopped me in my tracks. It's when I asked myself, what does he really need on his birthday? What would make him feel celebrated, known, and loved? And the answer turned out to be simple: balloons, a delicious cake, and the people he's closest to. So that's what we did. A slow morning, his favorite breakfast, balloons he couldn't stop smiling at, a cake he helped pick. Just us together, no pressure, no crowd, no loud chaos. And it was beautiful. The experience reminded me of another birthday a few years ago, when my daughter turned 7. It was summer, and most of her friends were out of town. At first, I felt bad. I wondered if she would feel disappointed. But then we did something different. We invited her two closest friends and us, and we went to the color factory. We spent the whole day immersed in color, art, and laughter. And to this day, that's the birthday she talks the most about. We all do. It was special, not because of how many people were there, but because how deeply we were connected together. And that's what I want to explore with you today. The idea that less is really more, especially when it comes to celebrating the people we love. When I think back on the big birthday parties I used to organize, I remember how much time went into planning them. Choosing a theme, organizing the entertainment, sending out the invitations, preparing party favors. It took weeks. And in the midst of all that planning, I often had less time for the birthday girl herself. Now, with the benefit of hindsight, I realized that some of those birthdays were more about fulfilling a cultural expectation or capturing a photo-worthy moment than about connection. Don't get me wrong, I love a joyful celebration, and I'm not saying that birthday parties are bad. But I've come to believe that not every birthday needs to be a party. And when we choose to throw one, it can be small, intentional, and centered around what our child truly enjoys. There's something special about intimacy, about slowing down and being fully present. In small gatherings, children feel seen, they feel heard, they're not overstimulated, they don't have to compete for attention or navigate a crowd. They can actually be with the people that they love. And isn't that what birthdays are really about? Feeling known, feeling celebrated, feeling loved. I also think there's something beautiful about not making every birthday a big event. When we reserve parties for certain years, maybe turning 5 or 10 or 13, those celebrations feel the more special. They stand out in the children's memory. When we lived in the US, it was common for children to have a big birthday party every single year. And I'll admit, I joined in. I didn't want my children to feel left out. But now I can look back and ask, did those parties actually create deeper memories or stronger bonds? Sometimes, yes. But often, the simpler moments are the ones that stayed with us. I think that's the heart of what I want to share with you today. That when we step back from the pressure to perform or to impress, we make space for what really matters: connection, presence, joy. So here's a gentle invitation. When your child's birthday approaches, pause and ask yourself, what would make them feel truly celebrated? Not what Instagram says, not what other parents are doing, but what would your child love? Maybe it's a quiet picnic. Maybe it's a movie night with cousins. Maybe it's a letter you write to them each year telling them what you love most about who they are becoming. You don't need a bouncy castle to make a memory. Sometimes all it takes is a balloon, a cake, pen and paper, and a whole lots of love. Thank you for being here today. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts or your favorite birthday tradition. You can send me a message on Instagram or reply to my newsletter. And if you know a parent who might need this gentle reminder, feel free to share this episode with them. Until next time, keep celebrating in your own way. And as always, keep growing those bonds.